Welcome to our discussion unit of the day. We are going to talk about sulfur and its compound, but specifically hydrogen sulfide. Now let us begin. So, hydrogen sulfide. Let us just remind us a little bit of hydrogen sulfide. So, hydrogen sulfide is or can be made naturally from the decay of organic matter. Okay, naturally, it can be made naturally from the decay of organic matter. Again, hydrogen sulfide has a rotten egg-like smell. Okay, it is colorless. It is also colorless and it is highly flammable. Okay, and another thing about hydrogen sulfide, it is that it is also very corrosive or highly corrosive. Now, what are some of the lab preparation methods of hydrogen sulfide? Now this method of collecting of our gas is what? It is what we refer it to as downward what? Downward delivery. It is downward delivery, the method of collection of our gas. Okay, it is downward delivery, and downward delivery is also what we refer to as upward displacement. Okay, downward delivery or upward displacement method. Displacement. Now, this method of collection of our hydrogen sulfide gas is due to the characteristic of hydrogen sulfide being what? Being denser than what? Being denser than air. So another property of hydrogen sulfide is what? It is dense than what? It is dense than air. Up to there, I believe we are okay. Okay. Substance P is going to be our iron sulphide, and our substance W is going to be it can either be concentrated sulfuric acid, or it can also be what? Hydrochloric acid. Now let us write the possible equations that are going to occur between this and this, as well as iron sulfide and hydrogen chloride also. So the reaction are going to be as follows. So if you have iron sulfide reacting with hydrochloric acid, you are going to have our product formed being hydrogen sulfide and a salt, which is iron 2 what? Iron 2 chloride. Have iron 2 chloride plus hydrogen sulfide. Okay, now the other, when you balance it, we have 2 hydrogen, we have 1 hydrogen, so we balance by putting there 2, and it is going to be balanced. Now that is one of the equations. The second equation will be iron sulfide plus concentrated plus sulfuric acid to give you a sulfate salt, which is iron, to give you a sulfate salt plus your hydrogen what? Plus your hydrogen sulfide gas. Now, so we have formed our sulfide. We have formed our hydrogen sulfide gas. So we are going to assume this is it. This is how our hydrogen sulfide gas is going. This is our hydrogen sulfide gas, and it is coming to water. The gas is going to pass through water. Why is it passing through, or why are we passing it through water? We are making our hydrogen sulfide gas to pass through water in order to remove the traces of the acid that was in, or that is in, the gas. For example, we can say we pass it through water in order to remove the traces of what? To remove the traces of our acid. Hydrogen sulfide gas is again going to where the hydrogen sulfide gas is going again to pass through this U-tube channel. This U-tube channel of ours is containing a substance X, and our substance X is what we refer it to as, it is what? Remember, here we've passed it through water to remove the traces of our acid. Okay, we have said, for example, hydrochloric acid here. Okay, now we are passing it through here in order to dry it, because we passed it through water. Okay, so this is a drying agent that is inside there, and our drying agent is going to be what? Anhydrous calcium chloride. So this is anhydrous what? It is anhydrous calcium what? Anhydrous calcium chloride. Now, after it has been dried, you come and collect it using a method that is referred to as downward delivery or upward displacement. Sawa? Or upward displacement. We're looking at the properties. We're looking at the chemical properties of hydrogen sulfide. The other chemical property we are going to say, hydrogen sulfide reacts with oxygen with excess. It burns in excess oxygen or in excess air, or reacts with excess oxygen to form sulfur 4 oxide plus water. And we are going to balance by putting a 2 here, putting a 3 there, and putting a 2 there. So this is in what? This is in excess. This is in excess air. Now, if it is burnt in limited air, we are going to form sulfur plus what? Plus water. And we are going to balance by putting what? By putting a 2 there and putting a 2 on that other side. And also putting what? Putting a 2 there. So that is one property, which is combustion property. It's going to dissociate to form sulfur ions plus hydrogen ions. Okay, when you dissociate your hydrogen sulfide in water, you're going to form sulfur ions and hydrogen ions. Okay, now the sulfur ions are saying it is a reducing property, or it has a reducing property, which the sulfur ions are going to be further reduced to form sulfur. Okay, now, so hydrogen sulfide also reduces bromine gas to form, it also reduces bromine gas to form hydrogen bromide and sulfur. Okay,